The path to true success is achieved through determination.
With the goal!
Determination to grow, to push through, and to finish.
And there's a championship, the first ever.
Utah Valley student athletes strive for these qualities.
Out of here!
UVU student athletes need your support from the community, their peers, and their families to achieve this growth and success in life.
Has an opportunity laid down, and there it is! A dive into third base.
Support from donors like you makes a significant impact on the lives of more than 370 Wolverine student athletes. The General Athletic Scholarship Fund will help our student athletes be successful in the classroom, on the field, and in life. Please support our student athletes with a personal donation and watch these men and women grow now and in the future.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
Smooth sailing.
More traffic. Great looking ahead. More weather.
New details are emerging.
More breaking news. Whenever, wherever.
That's good news.
More ways to know before you go.
You're gonna like the morning commute.
On KSL Today, weekday mornings on KSL 5. Experienced? Check. Accurate? Check. The team more Utahns trust to stay safe from winter weather surprises? Check, 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 and check. Know before you go. Check with the KSL 5 weather specialists.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the UCCU Center here in Orem, Utah, on the campus of Utah Valley University. The Wolverines are back in action tonight at home in their home stand. They are hosting the Bengals of Idaho State. On the floor currently, you've got the Wolverines in their white and green jerseys, and then you have the kind of burnt orange jerseys with the green numbers. And looks like we're going to have the ball poked out of play to start things off. But let's go. We got a little bit of a late start. Let's go ahead and get your starters. For the visiting team, we have number 5, Dora Golish. Also, we have number 12, Callie Bourne. Also number 14, Estefania Ors. We also have starting number 13, Ellie Smith. And last but not least is number 23, Diaba Konate. And they are coached, of course, by Seton Soboleski in his 12th season as head coach. The Wolverines able to force a turnover with a chance to score first on the floor for Utah Valley. And one steal almost deserves another. Maria Carvalho can hardly keep her feet, but manages to clean it back up. Quick three on the wing is way too long for Jordan Holland. Didn't have enough time to really set up. 9:19 left in the first quarter, but for Utah Valley, we have Maria Carvalho at point guard. Also, number 14, Eve Braslis. Number 20, Alexis Cortez. Number 35, Jordan Holland. And number 40, Josie Williams. Josie Williams just finished this last game with a career-high 19 points. She was an absolute monster in the paint. So don't be surprised if we see Utah Valley go to her early and often. Still no score after a couple of turnovers. High pick, they're going to go right at Josie, and then a corner three is on the way, and good for Golish. Nothing but net. The Bengals strike first. Carvalho checked out, and Wright checked in for her. In the meantime, Cortez will go over to Jordan Holland. Holland waves off Wright, and looks like we're going to have a foul. This one's going to go against number 13, Smith. Ellie Smith, the first foul of the day. Wright finally able to get it inside, and the sweeping lefty, I don't know if you want to call it a hook shot, but it went in. Braslis, who leads the team in scoring with 11.5 points per game, is able to get the Wolverines on the board. Free throw jumper is on the way and no good from Ors. Holland comes up with the board. Jordan Holland in the top 10 in rebounds for the WAC. She leads Utah Valley. Cortez over the top, inside Josie Williams. A lot of contact there. Manages to gather it up, and Braslis can't connect. It rattles out. And I think we're going to have a travel. Josie Williams did a nice job sliding in and blocking off that lane on the left side. The Bengals come into this game 3-2 on the year, while Utah Valley 1-5. The Wolverines trying to build a little momentum as they recorded their first victory of the season just a couple days ago. Holland, she'll kick it into Braslis. She'll float it up with the left hand. Nothing but net. Great offensive possession by Utah Valley. The Wolverines up one. This Wolverine squad, very, very young. A lot of sophomores on this team. Jordan Holland comes up with the rebound, one of the seniors on the team. But Eve Braslis, just a sophomore. Cortez, she'll swing it up to Eve. .15 on the shot clock. They're going to go over to Wright. Now they dump it down inside. Braslis, drop step, had nowhere to go. Cortez will take a long two. It's off the mark. Not the shot Utah Valley was hoping for, but that's the one they got. The crossover goes right into the outstretched arms of Eve Braslis. Braslis comes up with a big steal. She's been all over the place today. Cortez driving and kind of fires it a little too high. She got hit on the body a little bit, but no whistle. Golish, the opposite end. She shoots from the other corner and knocks it down. She's 2 of 2 from distance and has all of the Bengals points. They lead 6-4. Braslis. Cortez, they're going to go down inside to Josie. And we're going to have a jump ball. Looks like they're going to try and close in and trap Josie as much as they possibly can. They know that Josie just had a huge game. Josie will check out, and in comes Megan Jensen. Jensen leads the team in offensive rebounds at 2.5 per game. Very skilled around the basket, so not a bad second option at center. Holland, she's going to take the three from the corner. It's no good. Whitman to Golish. Golish uncontested. There was no one within about 5 to 10 feet. She's able to score. Golish just putting on a clinic with all 8 points. Cortez takes the ball way up high, 15 on the shot clock. About half of this first quarter gone. Wright takes that high pick. Oh, Wright wanted the three. Cortez, she'll take the corner three, though. This one's off the mark as well. Holland having a hard time finding the net. Drive and kick out into, looks like that's going to be Orrs. Knocks down the wide open three. Nielsen not thrilled with that one. 11-4, the Bengals extending their lead. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a hand-checking foul. This will go against Whitman as Wright was trying to get around. We'll have a media timeout on the floor, so we'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere.
The path to true success is achieved through determination.
With the goal!
Determination to grow, to push through, and to finish.
And there's a championship, the first ever.
Utah Valley student athletes strive for these qualities.
Out of here!
UVU student athletes need your support from the community, their peers, and their families to achieve this growth and success in life.
Has an opportunity laid down, and there it is! A dive into third base.
Support from donors like you makes a significant impact on the lives of more than 370 Wolverine student athletes. The General Athletic Scholarship Fund will help our student athletes be successful in the classroom, on the field, and in life. Please support our student athletes with a personal donation and watch these men and women grow now and in the future.
The story so far has been number 5, Dora Golish, who has 8 points to start things off. 3 of 3. She's got 2 threes and had an uncontested layup. An 8-0 run over the last minute and 37 seconds. Utah Valley and Idaho State traded a couple buckets to start things off, but the Bengals have really come ahead after a 3 just a moment ago. Yeah, looks like we're going to have a foul there again on Whitman. That's going to be her second personal foul. Kiana De Los Santos will inbound under the Wolverine basket, 20 on the shot clock. Quick pass inside, and Neha Sohail able to connect quickly. Konate running point. Nice cutting drive by Moore. Her first attempt as she knocks it down. 13-6. Sohail's going to drive baseline. Kicks it to Jensen. Jensen with an easy under scoop on the left side. Utah Valley trading buckets with the Bengals, but they're going to need to go on a bit of a run here if they want to close that gap. Golish, can she do it again? Another one. Yes, she can. She's 3 for 3 from distance, and that is a season high. Well, she ties a season high with that. She had 11 points against Duke earlier this year. She is on fire. Utah Valley has not had an answer for Golish yet. Grange We'll have a foul. This, I think it's going to go against Moore, who was battling for position with Megan Jensen. Subs coming in for Idaho State. Golish will head to the bench. Kiana has to lob it all the way up to the logo to get the ball in. De Los Santos, ooh, a lot of contact there. Jensen can't get the three to fall. Looking for Orrs. Orrs into the corner. She leads the team in scoring with 12.8 points per game. The Bengals wanting the whistle, but they didn't get it. 2:40 to play here in the first quarter. Utah Valley down by 8. And the Banks open late. Neha Sohail knocks down the three from the wing. Huge bucket for Utah Valley. Trims the lead to 5. Orrs kind of fell down, and Kiana showing disbelief. She didn't think she knocked her down, but I've been wrong before. Orrs to inbound. Smith, top of the key. Oltrogi trying to get around Sohail. She'll drop step and fire. Tough shot on the baseline for Oltrogi. De Los Santos hounded. Jensen finds the lane. She scooped, thought she got hit, and she may have. So the Bengals have numbers. Kiana wanting a tie-up, but she's going to get her second personal foul. Kiana, one of those really aggressive defenders, and we may see her hit the bench here in just a little bit. Looks like Nielsen's going to let her play. Konate comes up short on the free throw attempt. That's the first free throw of the game for either team. Second free throw is on the way, and that one rattles home. Golish checks back into the game. She'll pick up Kiana De Los Santos. Jensen on the right wing. They were trying to find Sohail inside, but the active hands of the Bengals had other plans, and they're able to score in transition. The Bengals lead by 10. The lead has jumped up to double digits. They lead 21-11. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the remainder of quarter number 1.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU, inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Utah Valley with the ball. Maria Carvalho back into the game. We haven't seen her in a bit. Jordan Holland and Alexis Cortez along. It looks like we just got all 5 starters back into the game. Josie Williams in with the bunch too. Carvalho steps back. Williams, she'll kick it out. Cortez has a wide open look from 3 off the mark. You don't see her miss too many. She shoots about 36% from distance. Drop step inside, crafty move by Smith. Kind of went under the outstretched arm of Josie Williams. Idaho State just firing on all cylinders, shooting 69% as a team. Utah Valley only 33%. Carvalho trying to drive inside. Nowhere to go. Holland. Williams, a long two. Nope. Wolverines still struggling to find the net today. Golish can hold for the last shot. Golish, she's going to have to fire. It's on the way, and that one is no good. She finally misses a shot. Quarter one is in the books. Utah Valley down by 12. A high mountain to climb. Let's see if they can get back in it here in the next quarter.
Oh, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
no, I'm fine, thanks.
It's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great.
Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
After one quarter, Utah Valley only 11 points in the quarter. A very low scoring quarter for Utah Valley. At 31% as a team, only 5 made shots. They have taken no trips to the free throw line. Something they're going to need quite a bit here moving forward. Leading the way for Utah Valley is Neha Sohail. She's 2 of 2. She did have that 3 that went glass earlier and had a layup earlier on as well. So Eve Braslis with 4 points herself, and then Megan Jensen had a layup. So that is all of the points for Utah Valley. Idaho State just rolling 23-11. The Bengals will start off the second quarter. Bourne. Kanade just about lost it. Oh, beautiful give and go pass, and we're going to have a blocking foul on Jordan Holland. Orr's grimacing a little bit. Looked like she got hit in the stomach. Holland will pick up her first personal foul. The Wolverines losing the rebounding battle thus far, 10-6. Free throw's good for Orem. Carvalho gets across midcourt. She'll go to Cortez. Braslis working inside, able to score again. 6 points for Eve Braslis. She is 3 of 4. Bourne. Golish. Little slip screen there. Beautiful interior pass. This one's going to fall for more. I've been really impressed with the way that Orr's has been really unselfish. She leads the team in scoring. 7 points already, but so willing to pass the ball. Carvalho goes inside. Josie Williams. She'll turn and fire. That one is no good, off the mark. Konate. Golish has knocked down a few threes. Konate fakes. She pulled up and then kind of spat the ball out, and Josie Williams a little confused. It looked like it went off of Konate. I don't think anyone touched it. 10 on the shot clock, 8:15 left in the half. Golesh to inbound under the basket, and I think we're going to have a foul as it was inbounded. This will go against Cortez, her first personal, second team foul on the Wolverines. Nice pass inside again. Got to give credit. The positioning from Idaho State inside has been really impressive. Cortez picked up another foul. That's 2 quick ones on her. So in comes Neha Sohail. Free throws up and good. Moore up to 5 points. Utah Valley has yet to attempt a free throw. Second free throw is no good, and battle for the ball goes in favor of Utah Valley. Sohail on the left wing. Brassless fakes the shot, has a wide open lane, and couldn't connect on it. Maybe surprised by how open she was. Konate dribbles out. Bourne to Golesh. Bourne will turn and fire with the left hand off glass, and she connects. 7 points now for Moore. Idaho State getting contributions all across the board. Carvalho had a look from 3. She shoots, makes, but unfortunately it's waved off due to an offensive foul. This will go against Eve Brassless, her first personal foul.
Let's go Utah Valley.
(30-13), and looks like we're going to have an offensive foul. Moore commits the foul. Carvalho will take the ball. Sohail had nowhere to go. The Bengals have done a really good job of stopping any type of cutting. Carvalho will fire a 3. This one's no good. Golesh just hands it off. 3 balls on the way and no good for Oltrogi. Bourne managed to clean up the miss. It looked like she stole it and then moved her pivot, so that'll be a turnover. Utah Valley's just been unable to capitalize on any of these turnovers that Idaho State has committed. Under 7 minutes to go in the half. Utah Valley only 2 points in the quarter. Jensen tried to dump it down inside to Holland, but was off the mark, so that'll be another Wolverine turnover. 3 turnovers on the Wolverines. Foul on Maria Carvalho. That'll be her 3rd personal foul. This game is so different than the last game that we saw. Utah Valley played against Antelope Valley. That was their first win, and it was just the officials were way more liberal in their choosing of blowing the whistle. There were so many bumps that just were not called, and it seems like any contact at all, the whistle has been blown. That is the 5th team foul on Utah Valley, so that foul unfortunately results in more free throws for Idaho State. Konate unable to connect on the first free throw. She'll get 1 more. She's 1 of 3 from the free throw line so far today. Make that 2 of 4. Right back into the game as Maria Carvalho has those 3 personal fouls already in the first half. Wright thought about the 3. Jensen finds a lane and is able to score. Some fresh life for Utah Valley. They hadn't scored in 3 minutes. Konate trying to go with the interior pass, but Jordan Holland saw it coming, and then Konate picks her pocket. Great job by Konate to make up for it, and then she comes up with another steal, the active hands. She's going to try and Euro step around Wright. She draws the foul, can't connect on the bucket, but more free throws coming. The effort has been really impressive by Konate after making, could have just put her head down and, you know, been upset about the turnover there, but totally flips the script. Utah Valley's committed 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Free throw is no good. Konate struggling from the line, 2 of 5. Second one's no good, and somehow Konate comes up with her own miss. Free, oh my goodness, the long 3 ball on the way and good after another effort heads-up play by Konate. Holland to Jensen. Brassless fakes. This Bengal defense has really been cutting off just about any opportunity for Utah Valley, and then the lone bright spot, Wright, pulls the trigger and knocks down the 3. She doesn't shoot the ball very often, so it's nice to see that drop, build a little bit of confidence there, see if she will pull the trigger again. 36-18. And an arid pass will give the ball back to Utah Valley. In the meantime, we will take a timeout here on the WAC Digital Network, see if the Wolverines can close the gap before the half.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Utah Valley struggling from the field, 36% as a team, 8 of 22, 25% from 3. They've knocked down 2 threes. They just knocked one down at the hands of Wright. Her first attempt today is able to knock it down. A huge bucket to stop the gushing, the bleeding that Idaho State has been putting on the Wolverines. 36-18 here in the half. And the Bengals have not won a game if they score under 60 points, but they are well on pace to score over that.
All right, let's go, Utah.
This is one of those games where Utah Valley can really put the resiliency to the test, but you don't want to get down too much so that even the largest run won't matter. Sohail to Holland. Wright comes around the screen. She's going to pull up for a long two. She knocks it down, but we'll have an offensive foul. This is going to go against Megan Jensen. So Wright, I don't know, that's a positive sign. You see her knock down another shot back-to-back. Unfortunately, it's waved off, and Utah Valley commits the foul. No free throws because it was offensive. A long baseline two for ISU. Holland, she'll lob it over the top to Wright. Brassless. And Jensen turns, fires, and is blocked. Foul's going to be on Sohail. Her first personal foul. 8 team fouls. That will certainly result in free throws. Josie Williams will check into the game along with Madison Grange. Alexis Cortez will also check in. Idaho State shooting 70% as a team from the field. 14 of 20, and they're shooting 63% from 3. That has been a problem for Utah Valley. They've also gone to the free throw line 11 times now. It's going to be 12 here in just a moment. They haven't shot the ball particularly well from the free throw line. They do make that one, though. They're up to, looks like, 7 of 12. So 58% from the free throw line as a team, which isn't great, but Utah Valley has yet to take a free throw, so they're certainly winning in that category. Cortez drives in, is stripped, but fouled. This foul is going to go against Ors. That'll be her first personal foul. Ors with 7 points and 4 assists, having quite the evening. Free throws up and good for Cortez. Second is up and good. The lead is 20, 40-20. Idaho State swinging the ball around the perimeter. Oltrogi goes back over to Ors. And this pass nearly thrown away. The shot clock trickling down. 5 on the clock. They're going to have to shoot it up. Don't know if they're going to make it. Oh, Ors gets it off in time. Back iron, and Grange comes up with the board. Under 3 minutes left in the first half. Utah Valley in a deep 20-point hole. Grange with the 3. No good. Williams. And somehow the ball ended up in the hands of Eve Brassless after Josie Williams hit the deck fighting for the basketball. So Utah Valley able to score back-to-back. Sweeney up top. Ors has a look from 3. It's no good. Wright will track it down, but she's trapped in the corner. Grange decides not to do anything with it. Wright. Cortez looking for that Brassless pick. She's going to pull up from 3. It is short. And Brassless thought she was going to pick up the personal foul, but that was a timeout actually called by the Bengals. We're going to stay right here. The Wolverines, the effort has definitely picked up. They're starting to show a little bit of life here, but they've got to stop the run of Idaho State. Utah Valley cannot afford to commit any more fouls because those free throws have been killing them. 7 points at the free throw line. Utah Valley's got to capitalize on turnovers. There's been 7 turnovers by the Bengals, and Utah Valley only 4 points off of those 7 turnovers, and the rebounding game has just been absolutely brutal The Wolverines 9 total rebounds as a team, 18, so double for the Bengals. 2 offensive rebounds for the Bengals. So the offensive rebounds, there just hasn't been a lot of it. 2 for the Bengals, just 1 for Utah Valley. 3 second chance points for the Bengals. So, when you take a look at the second chance points and the free throws, you could definitely close that gap quite a bit. And 8 fast break points as well. So that hurts. But the Bengals, under 2 to play here in the first half. Golish back into the game. She'll give it up to Ors. Ors fires the mid-range jumper and knocks it down. 9 points for Ors and 5 assists in the first half alone. Williams. Utah Valley really trying hard to find either Williams or Brassless in the paint, but they just haven't been able to get that interior pass. Brassless will scoop it up. Tough shot. Williams, can she track it down? Not quite. It'll go off of Utah Valley. Golish will bring it up for the Bengals. They lead by 20. Three ball on the way and no good for Old Trogi. Under a minute to play in the half. Wright will bring it up. Grange down inside Brassless. Brassless is going to go right at her defender. Another solid defensive stand inside. Williams drives right into traffic. Tried to drop step into the paint, but Idaho State has done such a good job defensively in the paint. Another long jumper is no good, but an offensive rebound. Make that 2 offensive rebounds. Oltrogi is able to knock down the 3 after 2 offensive rebounds. So Idaho State, just everything going right for the Bengals. They lead 45-22. Foul's going to go against Smith. Utah Valley looking to score before the half ends. 15.2 seconds remain. Wright looking to inbound. Finally finds Brassless. Wright has a look from 3. She'll fire it up and buries it right. One of the lone bright spots. The clock is going to run out. The shot up, no good. Utah Valley able to trim the lead to 20. 45-25 in favor of the Bengals, and Wright with a pair of 3s. She hit a 2-pointer, kind of a long 2 earlier as well, and it fell, but it was waved off due to an offensive foul. So the Wolverines have a lot of ground to cover. We'll take a break here. We'll see you for half number 2 on the WAC Digital Network.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Smooth sailing.
More traffic.
Great looking ahead.
More weather.
New details are emerging.
More breaking news. Whenever, wherever.
That's good news.
More ways to know before you go.
You're going to like the morning commute.
On KSL Today. Weekday mornings on KSL 5.
If we can see things for what they are. If we can see what they could be. If the plastic we use, we never throw away. If the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens out. The future is about giving back.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU. Inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
What's the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else?
In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life. If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Chevrolet. I promise you'll love it.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices. Experienced? Check. Accurate? Check. The team more Utahns trust to stay safe from winter weather surprises? Check, 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 and check. Know before you go. Check with the KSL 5 weather specialists.
What's the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else? In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life.
If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Hyundai. I promise you'll love it.
The path to true success is achieved through determination.
With the goal!
Determination to grow, to push through, and to finish.
And there's a championship, the first ever.
Utah Valley student athletes strive for these qualities.
Out of here!
UVU student athletes need your support from the community, their peers, and their families to achieve this growth and success in life.
Has an opportunity laid down, and there it is! I dive into third base.
Support from donors like you makes a significant impact on the lives of more than 370 Wolverine student athletes. The General Athletic Scholarship Fund will help our student athletes be successful in the classroom, on the field, and in life. Please support our student athletes with a personal donation and watch these men and women grow now and in the future.
first half is over. The second half about to begin. Utah Valley in quite the hole as they are hosting the Bengals of Idaho State. Idaho State leading 45-25, a 20-point deficit. The Bengals shooting a red-hot 59% from the field, 55% from three. Not shooting particularly well from the free throw line at 58%, but it could certainly be worse. So the rebounding game has been a big story today with 21-10 in favor of the Bengals. And so it's the rebounding and then just the shooting percentage. Utah Valley has taken one more shot than the Bengals, but they've made 6 less shots. So that hurts. It's been a huge difference maker. There's been a handful of, there's been 8 fast break points, 14 points in the paint in favor of the Bengals, which surprises me because I was anticipating more points in the paint from Josie Williams as well as Megan Jensen. But foul trouble has kind of plagued the Wolverines a little bit. They committed a lot of fouls in the first half, so hopefully they can tighten things up a little bit and avoid that. Williams inside, she'll pump fake. She's able to score. Great sign for Utah Valley. Williams is going to continue to get double teamed and hammered underneath the basket, so she's got to be ready and willing to take the contact, but also be aware of the double team coming. It's almost better for her to get the ball with the double team already there because the Bengals have done a really good job of rotating towards her side and then just being ready for it as soon as she drop steps into him. It's almost like she's going to give the ball if she's not aware of that. So I'm sure that was a point of emphasis out of the break. The Bengals 20 on the shot clock. Golish cooled off after a crazy first quarter. Golish picked up by Jordan Holland. 5 on the shot clock. Konate is going to have to drive in and has nowhere to go. Oh my goodness, what a play. I thought it was going to be a shot clock violation. So did Utah Valley. They just closed out on Konate, but she was able to find Smith under the basket with 1 second left on the shot clock. What a play. Holland spun inside but couldn't handle the basketball. I'm not sure if she spun and tried to dump it into Josie or if she just lost it, but the lead stays at 20. It's at 47-27. Wright picks up Konate. It's a nice move inside. The Bengals have done a really good job of using screens, which Utah Valley has really struggled with. They haven't used screens when they've been there. You've heard Coach Nielsen talking about it. We'll have a foul. This is going to go against Smith. That will be Smith's 3rd personal foul. Ball knocked back out of bounds by the Bengals. Wright is going to inbound under the basket. 21 on the shot clock. 8:35 in the third quarter. She's going to have to get it in. Oh, man, that's real close to a 5-second. Wright has Sohail in the corner. And Wright is going to pull up. But I think we're going to have an illegal screen. Looks like this is going to go against Josie Williams. That's only Williams' first personal foul. Maria Carvalho has 4, which is why we haven't seen much of her today. Golish driving kick. Orrs nearly got the friendly bounce. Holland comes up with the rebound. Holland leads the team in rebounds with over 6 per game. Golish kicks the ball. It'll go back to Utah Valley. Wright picked up by Konate. Konate has been so good defensively, has come up with a couple of steals and has just been causing fits for Utah Valley. we're going to have a foul. It almost looked like Brassless tossed the ball out of bounds. But that'll be a foul on, I believe it was Sweeney. No, it was on Konate. Sohail down inside. Williams tried to just give it right back up to the high post, but there were way too many orange jerseys. Euro step and finish by Konate, 6 points. 51-27 is your score. Idaho State in complete control. Foul away from the ball. That'll go against Moore, her third. Right in the corner. Sohail able to knock down the corner three. Her second three today. She is perfect from the field. 3 of 3 with 8 points. She and Eve Brassless leading the way for Utah Valley with 8 apiece. Orrs. Fortunately for Utah Valley, Orrs was a little too strong on the layup attempt. Williams. Holland thought about the three. She's just going to pull up and is fouled on a floater. This is going to go against Moore. That is 4 fouls on Moore, so I think she will head to the bench, and in comes Smith. Smith has 3 fouls of her own. Holland just about 80% from the free throw line. Has continued to improve year by year in virtually every aspect of her game. Free throw percentage being one of those. She makes the first, misses the second. Konate drives and then kicks. Golish, another 3. She has not cooled off. We hadn't seen her shoot the ball in quite some time, but she knocks it down. 14 points. That is a season high for her. Brassless to Sohail. Sohail has a lane. She just gets it stripped. Golish took it right away from her. Konate fakes the 3. Looked like it may have been a kick ball, but no call there. Golish will swing it out to Orrs. Coach Nielsen wanting a double dribble call because Bourne has one of those habits that you just don't see called super often. She does carry the ball quite a bit. She'll dribble and kind of pick it up where it's almost, her head goes almost under the ball. It's really, really close. There's probably been a couple times where it could have been called as a carry, but the officials have let it go. Madison Grange will check into the game for Eve Brassless. Sohail will head to the free throw line. Idaho State is in the penalty. So Utah Valley's got about 6 minutes where they can try and draw as many fouls as possible, get to the free throw line, but they have to knock them down. The Wolverines have got to score with time not coming off the clock. Sohail has just been perfect today. She's 9 points, hasn't missed a shot. 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and I hope I didn't jinx her just now, and I didn't. Sohail with 10 points now to lead Utah Valley. Konate looks like she may have carried the ball as well. 3 is on the way and no good. Holland tracks down the long rebound. Sohail is fouled. Konate tried to wrap it up. Konate, that's going to be her second personal foul, but as I mentioned before, this is kind of perfect scenario for Utah Valley. They're still down big, but as many free throws as you can get while the clock has stopped, the better. Sohail with 11 points now. She misses the second free throw, but those 11 points are a career and season high. Oh no, she tried to do the old jump and dribble before she landed. The official's going to call that a travel every time. She had time to get the 3 ball off, but decided not to. Grange gets picked from behind. Bourne gets picked as well, but Grange hits the deck afterwards. 5 minutes left in the quarter. Konate is going to hold. Konate in the corner. 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to shoot. She goes up for the reverse lay-in and gets it to fall. 8 points for Konate. Grange. Holland. She's going to float it up off the glass with the left hand. Holland's first bucket today. She's only taken 4 shots. She's 1 of 4, had 1 free throw made as well. So Holland has been pretty quiet today. Bourne, she'll turn and fire. She's able to score a little lefty hook. A 22-point lead for ISU. Under 4 to play in the third quarter. Grange picked up by Bourne. Sohail wanted the 3, but didn't get it in time. But a foul under the basket. This is going to go against Idaho State. It will send, I believe, Megan Jensen to the free throw line. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back for those free throws as soon as we get back on the WAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Utah Valley down 58-36, 3:44 left in the third quarter. Still a lot of time left, but there are a lot of points to make up for the Wolverines. They have been, I can't say they've been closing the gap, but they have been shooting the ball a little bit better as a team. They're up to 42%, 13 of 31, but the Bengals have just continued their hot shooting. 59% as a team. It stayed right about there for a while. They were up in the 70s earlier on in the first half. They've shot 50% from 3, so the Bengals have just been really good. They've also got 19 points off of turnovers, so 12 turnovers committed by the Wolverines, and a big difference there is Utah Valley has not really been able to capitalize on turnovers while the Bengals have. Free throws coming for Jensen. Free throws up and good. 5 points for Jensen. She's able to knock down both. Utah Valley trims the lead back to 20. Golish cuts down inside, and then Cortez reads the play, comes up with a steal. We have another foul. This is just kind of a dream come true for Utah Valley in this quarter with free throws, but they haven't been able to stop Idaho State from scoring. So if they just keep trading buckets, it's not going to matter. We're going to have a technical foul as well. This is going to go against the Bengals head coach Seton Soboleski. He probably felt comfortable complaining because of the super large lead. The technical free throw rattles home. She'll get one more, and then she will have the free throws for the bonus. Free throw's good. So it looks like it's Sohail who will actually shoot the free throws for the foul. First one's up and good. And she misses the back end. 41-58. Utah Valley trails. The Wolverines have knocked down 11 of 14 free throws, many of those coming here in the third quarter. Cortez up to Sohail. They find Jensen in the paint. Jensen nearly gets stripped. She's going to kick it out. Can De Los Santos bury the three? Yes! Utah Valley showing a little bit of life here in the third quarter. If they can continue to chip away in these last 3 minutes, we may have a very interesting fourth quarter on our hands. Golesh able to get in the paint, but she kicks it out. The answer by Bourne. Huge three. .230 left in the third quarter. Cortez picked up by Bourne. Cortez, she's going to go right at Bourne, and Cortez threw her shoulder into her. Kind of an obvious foul called. It seems like that's kind of a frustration one. Bourne, inside Ors. Ors was kind of pushing off a little bit, but she did get hacked. That foul's going to go against Sohail. Free throw is no good, but one more coming. That was Sohail's second personal foul. Second free throw is good for Ors. Ors up to 10 points. Third player for the Bengals in double figures. Golesh with 14, Ors with 10, and Oltrogi with 12. Grange trying to find Jensen inside, but it gets spat back out. 8 on the shot clock. Utah Valley's going to have to get a shot up. 3 balls on the way. Kiana cannot connect this time. Rebound by Whitman. Looks like Bourne had a quality look and looked like it almost hit the shot clock, but it stays in play and Bourne is able to connect. I think she got hit in the nose earlier, but was able to stay composed and finish through the contact. 64-44. The 20-point lead just will not go away. Kiana drives in and scores with the reverse. Five points for De Los Santos. More. Utah Valley was basically daring her to shoot. She chose not to. Mid-range jumpers up and good for Whitman. Her first attempt and first bucket today. Kiana was calling for some help. Whitman jumped out into the passing lane and was able to score. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Cortez will walk it up. Ten on the clock. Grange fake the three. Cortez up top to Jensen. They're going to have to shoot it. Jensen will scoop it up, and it doesn't quite fall. That's going to do it for the third quarter. 68-46 in favor of Idaho State. So it was a bit more of a battle there in the third quarter. Utah Valley shot 66% from the field, or from three actually, 71% from the field. So it was a great quarter by the Wolverines, but it was also a great quarter for the Bengals, which resulted in, about the same score. So we'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. We'll see you for quarter number 4.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool, too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
The Bengals of Idaho State lead by 22 after 3 quarters. One more quarter to go. And the Wolverines, as I said before the break, the Wolverines have actually had a really good second half so far, but the first half put them in such a deep hole that it's really hard to recover. I've seen crazier things happen, so it is not over until it is over, but it is a tall task for Utah Valley. Maria Carvalho is checked back into the game for Utah Valley. She does have 4 fouls, so we'll see how long she can stay in the game. Boswell has checked in. Moore hit the deck. Looks like she's okay, though. Looks like we're going to have a foul on Kiana De Los Santos. That'll be her second personal foul. Great pass inside from Moore to Vicente, but Vicente was unable to connect. Callie Bourne, that'll be her second personal foul. Holland on the wing, Carvalho straight up top. Brassless, beautiful pass inside. Josie Williams finishes with ease. That is only Williams' second bucket today. 4 points, 5 rebounds for Williams. Idaho State's done a really good job of keeping her quiet. Step back jumper is way too long. Holland will come up with the rebound. 5 rebounds for Holland. Another foul on the Bengals. The fouls have continued to plague them. That'll be the second team foul.
Second Bengals team foul. Billy Smith for the Bengals.
Coach Soboleski just pleading with his team to stop fouling. De Los Santos tries to go glass, but she is fouled on the way there. 3 team fouls now on Idaho State. If you're Utah Valley, you could not ask for a better opportunity to try and claw back into a big deficit like this. Kiana knocks down the free throw. Second free throw is off the mark. Brassless puts up. Unable to connect was Brassless, and Bourne was able to come up with the basketball. Utah Valley really putting on the pressure defensively. The intensity has picked up more than what we have seen in quite some time. I think this foul is going to go against Kiana De Los Santos. She's getting a little too handsy in there. That'll be her 4th personal foul. 2 Wolverines with 4. Cortez also has 3. Second team foul on Utah Valley. 3 on the Bengals here in the 4th quarter. 8:11 to go. And an errant pass will give it up to Jordan Holland. Utah Valley is going to slow it down. Josie drop step. She'll put it up. Can't connect. Gets her own rebound. Are they going to count it? Yes, they will. Josie, huge play. She will head to the free throw line for 3 points the old-fashioned way. That is 4 team fouls now. So, any more fouls committed by Idaho State will result in Wolverine free throws. If you're Utah Valley, you want to attack, attack, attack. Wolverines putting some serious defensive pressure on. 3 is on the way, and no good. It was a little bit strong from Boswell. Utah Valley with a chance to chip into this lead a little bit more. Brassless, and they're going to call offensive. She was, even before that play even took place, Brassless was getting a little aggressive with Bourne. I think the official had had enough of it. 3rd foul on Brassless. Golish finds Ors, and then Ors coughs it up right into the hands of Kiana De Los Santos. Carvalho to Holland. Holland will take a 3. Can't connect, in and out, so close. Idaho State trying to slow things down and let as much clock come off as possible. Golish, she has a wide open 3 and buries it straight away. She is virtually unstoppable today. She's been extremely patient, has only shot when she was wide open, and leads all scorers with 17. And Golish with the steal and the easy layup. 19 points for Golish, which I believe is a career high. It's certainly a season high, but Utah Valley back to where they were. We'll see if they can claw back here.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you. Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage,
to rise,
to succeed,
to become.
When you know before you go how the latest breaking news, traffic, and weather will affect you, that equals a good morning. Wake up with the news specialists on KSL Today, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
6:36 left here in the game. Utah Valley down by 21, 73-52. Idaho State has put on quite the scoring clinic, and they've done it with 21 assists. They've been very unselfish with the basketball, and it has paid off for them thus far. They're leading the total rebounding game by 8, 28-20, and they've just been shooting the ball extremely well throughout the entire game, 60% through 3.5 quarters. Carvalho tries to get around Whitman. Carvalho will step back and take a straight-on three. She knocks it down. Utah Valley bringing the pressure, trying to force a turnover. Idaho State was able to break the pressure. Orr's drive and kick. And a pretty finish by Smith. Carvalho didn't take the screen, really. Holland is going to drive in, scoops up with the left. Wow, that's a tough shot, but she gets it to fall. About 5.5 minutes left in the game. Utah Valley still down big. Beautiful pass inside. Williams let it sneak in past her. Bourne was able to connect. 11 points for Bourne. Kiana finds a lane, but it looks like she couldn't decide whether to go glass or not, and it trickled off the back of the rim. 20-point lead again. That seems to be just where it keeps notching up at. We'll have a foul on Jordan Holland. Utah Valley is clearly frustrated with where they are right now. They've been able to compete and stay neck and neck with this team in the second half, but as I said before, the first half was just too ugly. Nice move inside. The ball's poked out. It will go back to the Wolverines. But in the meantime, immediate timeout. 4:57 left in the game. Utah Valley finds themselves down 20 again. We'll be right back.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to leave it all on the mat, because that's what I do when I get it done so I can do it. Yeah! I'm on a new level. Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
Both teams ready to take the floor again. The Wolverines trying to, I don't know if you want to call it, a learning experience or what, or battle and try and close the gap as much as you possibly can. They've made a couple of pushes to try and trim that lead down, but it stayed at around 20. Anytime the Wolverines have been able to make any kind of a push, it's gone into the teens, but it ultimately has come back to around 20, 21 points. We're right at 20 right now. Maria Carvalho with the ball, under 5 to play in the game. Carvalho looks like she traveled. She kind of did a little jump step hop and then picked up her pivot, so that'll be a turnover on the Wolverines. Those Wolverine turnovers have just been brutal. There's been 24 points off of those turnovers, which ultimately, you take a look at that, that's a huge difference. Obviously, you're going to have points off turnovers. It's part of the game. But if you can trim that number in half, the Wolverines would have a much better chance of clawing back into this. Orrs for 3. She gets it. 13 points for Orrs, 11 for Bourne, 19 for Golish, and 12 for Oltrogi. Sohail gets blocked from behind. Williams tried to kind of squeeze through both defenders. Moore picks up her 5th personal foul. Vicente will check in for Moore. And Alexis Cortez will come in for Jordan Holland. Free throws no good. Josie Williams shoots 63% from the free throw line. Pretty good for a big. She's able to knock down the second. 8 points for Williams and 7 rebounds. Whitman. Beautiful pass inside from Whitman to Bourne. Bourne with 13 points now. It's been a balanced attack from Idaho State. Carvalho will step back, take a straight on 3. This one's too strong. Jumper's on the way and good for Orrs. Carvalho, right wing, is able to find Brassless. Brassless will pull up for a mid-range jumper. It's off the mark. 2:50 left in the game. Idaho State trying to milk the clock, get as much time off as possible, and put this one in the books. Whitman up top to Konate. Whitman gets triple teamed. Jab step, and the bucket is good for Bourne. Bourne up to 15 points. Idaho State just absolutely rolling, 86-58. They have opened it up to nearly a 30-point lead at 28. Idaho State on an 11-1 run over the last 3 minutes. The Wolverines, no field goals in the last 3.5 minutes. They're 0 of their last 4 from the field, while Idaho State, 4 of their last 4. Not the best outing for Utah Valley, but you have to remember Idaho State is a very, very formidable team with an impressive outing. They hung tough with Oklahoma State. They also hung around with Duke at Oklahoma State and at Duke. So, although those were losses, impressive performances. Maria Carvalho able to get across midcourt. Carvalho is going to take another 3. This one's up and good. Whitman. Now up top, Sweeney. Boswell up top to Barrientos. And they're going to get Sweeney for the old shuffle of the feet, so that'll be a travel and a turnover. Under 2 minutes left in the game. Carvalho will bring it up. Jensen takes a long 2, and it rattles out. We'll have a jump ball underneath the basket. Possession will stay in favor of Utah Valley. Cortez with a long 2, that's no good. Macy Marcus has checked in for Utah Valley, freshman out of Harriman, Utah. a sophomore. Whitman's three is no good, and the offensive rebound goes to Barrientos. Barrientos will go up to Boswell. Whitman fakes the pass, goes up, and an obvious foul will send her to the free throw line. Jensen commits her second personal foul. Sohail's going to check into the game for Cortez. Whitman's first free throw is good. 5 points for Whitman, 4 assists. 1 minute exactly left on the clock. 87-61. Make that 88-61 in favor of the Bengals. Marcus back up top to Carvalho. Jensen had nowhere to go. Tries dumping it down inside to Braslis, and Braslis couldn't handle it. It goes out of bounds. Sweeney will bring it up for the Bengals. About 10 seconds between the game clock and shot clock, so the Bengals will take one more shot. That is too long, and the rebound goes out off of Utah Valley, so it'll stay with the Bengals. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 27.8 on the game clock. Sweeney to Boswell. Three is on the way and no good from Barrientos. And the jump ball will stay with the Bengals, so it looks like they will get final possession. Looks like they're going to just dribble things out. But a travel. Sweeney shuffled her feet. Carvalho with the ball. And Megan Jensen will fire up a mid-range jumper. That's in and out. That'll do it here in Orem, Utah. Idaho State comes in and steals one from the Wolverines, 88-61. Neha Sohail led the way for Utah Valley with 12 points. Behind her was Eve Braslis and Josie Williams with 8 apiece. Maria Carvalho finished with 6. Jordan Holland finished with 5. Wrights finished with 6. De Los Santos 6. And that's going to do it for Utah Valley. That's all of the scoring. Ultimately the recap, we went over it earlier. The Wolverines did not shoot the ball well in the first half and could not capitalize on turnovers. The second half was a lot better. The third quarter, particularly the Wolverines, stayed right neck and neck with Idaho State, but it just wasn't enough to close the gap. So again, your final here in Orem, Utah, Idaho State 88, Utah Valley 61. The Wolverines fall to 1-6 on the year. And that will do it for us here in Orem, Utah. Thank you for joining us on the WAC Digital Network. You enjoy the remainder of your evening.